Hey, Bill here, Crazy Hillbilly Channel, back again with another good video. We're going to do a paper plate test with a 35 Marlin and a 45-70 Marlin. And I'll show you the guns. This is 35 and a 45-70. Both good guns. We want to see how far these bullets go through the paper plates, and we're using a 200 grain and a 300 grain 45-70. You can see the size difference in them. I'm thinking probably the smaller bullet will go farther, but you know how that is. Probably the 45-70 got the bigger, it's a bigger brother, it's a bigger punch. That's why I say. All right, we're gonna set this table up and we're gonna get started on these paper plate tests. All right, got the table set up, got the paper plates, we got the block behind it. We're gonna start off with a 35 rim first and see how many paper plates we can go through. Let's get to it. All right, that was a 35 first, and we're gonna get set up to shoot the 45-70 now. I moved back about 20 yards so I can get a good shot at these. Moving too close, like 7 to 10 yards, is just way too close for a rifle. But I'm gonna get set up with the 45-70 and shoot this next one. I'm gonna mark this first so we all know. So we all know which one was here. This was the 35 first. 35. All right, let's go get the 45-70 and get this other hole done. All right, that was 45-70. I can tell it's 45-70. It hurt my shoulder a little bit, but right here is a 45-70 right here on the paper plate. I think I jerked on it a little bit, but it didn't come out the side of what I can tell. And oh, look at the damage it did. That 45-70 left a big old hole in there. They both went through 300. You could tell the difference in the size of the holes, the 35 and the 45-70. And it did some damage to them plates. That's 300. Let's get this one here. And the 45-70 looks like it didn't go through the whole stack, another 300. But the 35 went through and in to the other set of 300 right here. 45-70, you can see it would have been right here, but it didn't go through. But let's try to get this 45-70 bullet out of here and see how many places that 45-70 went through. Still did a massive damage, that 45-70 did. No wonder why they bring down deers pretty good. And I think that paper, if you can see it, it just like crumpled that paper up, it disintegrated it. You stick your whole finger in that hole. And we're trying to find a bullet, and it's still gone. And I think I found it, partial of it right here. There's that paper. Yeah, that's still paper coming out of there. You can see what it did to that paper. It messed it up pretty good. And here's a piece of the copper jacketing of it. And here's the bullet right here. Look at that bullet, what it did to that paper. When it hit that paper, it tore it up pretty good and mushroomed. And it's stopped about right there. So we're going to count these papers up and see how many papers is left, and we'll give you a roundabout number of what the 4570 has done, and we'll be right back. Let's count these papers up real quick. All right, we got all the paper plates counted up for the 4570, and it didn't go through as many as I thought it was going to. It went through 565 plates, and it did some damage. It's a big bullet. It did its damage going through them paper plates, and we found all the bullet for it, and we're going to go through these stack here left with the 35, and what you can see, that 35 starts expanding too, really big. And we're going to break into this and see how many paper plates this 35 went through. And let's just keep going. Still, look at that. It just looked like it just started to tumble when it got this far. And still, look at the damage that 35 did. It looks like a bullet actually just broke in two and went in like that, started tumbling. Remember, that was 20 yards when I shot this. And I think I found the bullet right here. Pieces of it. It looks like the jacketing. Yep, that's the jacketing of the 35. And it just smoldered that paper. It did a lot of damage too, almost as equal as that 4570, but it went through a lot more paper plates. And right here's the bullet right here. Look what that did. That's craziness how it just folded that lead up like that. It does its damage too, and it stopped about right here. So I want to count these plates up and see how many of these plates these 35 went through, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We counted all the plates that the 35 went through, and here we go. Here's the results. It's 779 plates that the 35 went through, and it was a 200 grain bullet, and the 4570 was a 300 grain bullet, went through 565 plates. And here is the 4570 bullet, what we dug out of there, and here is the 35. It's pretty cool. Alrighty, now I'm Bill. Subscribe, share, and like. And this is the Crazy Hillbilly Channel. Thanks for watching it. I'm out of here.